So we're here at Wolf Ranch. We're located just outside of Priddy, Texas. We're a high fence game ranch. Currently we have axis, black buck, fallow, scimitar oryx, and whitetail. I'm Michael Morton, and this is my wife, Kayla Morton. We got married in July of 2017. We have a 4-year-old Brazos and an 18-month-old Briggs.
I'm Stacy Stanberry. I'm one of the founders of Texas Hunt for the Cure. What we do is we take kids that have terminal, life-threatening, life-changing, or chronic illnesses on hunting and fishing trips, basically to get them away from the hospitals, the wind and grind, of normal daily life with, tests and things that they have to go through.
So we got in touch with Stacy Stanberry from Hunt for the Cure, and he started talking to us about what they do as an organization and giving me some options of who I could choose for a hunt to come out here. From the beginning, I kind of told him that I was really leaning towards kind of a certain age group, and then also my big thing was to have a kid that has gone through the cancer. There's been things in my past that have kind of led me to somebody that would have cancer. My best friend from college roommate, she got diagnosed with glioblastoma, brain tumor, and passed away. So that's kind of drawn me to that situation of giving a kid an opportunity that's gone through a lot of difficult times. So Stacy was sending me, I don't even know how many he sent me total. It was a lot. And we kept checking them off and marking them off and everything. And finally we got to Karson Ward, and he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And
this week, 1 year ago.
Yes. And so he stood out to us for sure. And then we kind of started digging more into him, and definitely decided it was drawn to us that was who we were going to choose. So we have Karson and his mom and dad, Tracy and Curtis, coming out this weekend.
Curtis Ward, that's my wife Tracy, and my son Karson, and we're from Lubbock, Texas.
When Karson was diagnosed, he had some child life specialists. And the child life specialist at Cook's mentioned Make-A-Wish, so we filled all that out, and there's a long process for that. And then when we went to UMC for his other rounds of chemo, the child life specialist there asked about Make-A-Wish. I said, signed it up, all that, and I said, but they don't do hunts. And I said, Karson loves hunting. And so she brought me this form for Hunt for the Cure. So that's how I found out about it. And so when he was his second round of chemo, I had my laptop and I'm just filling everything out and all the things, and gave it to her that day. And then Stacy contacted me literally 2 days before his birthday, his 16th birthday, and said, hey, I found a hunt. He mentioned Kayla, and she handpicked Karson, and because of her roommate passed away from brain tumor, and of course I was all beside myself, and so I couldn't tell you, but I knew about it. So
We've discussed several options. We started with the whitetail. That was our ultimate goal, is to get him a big whitetail. And I think after looking at some game camera pictures, he's maybe looking at maybe an exotic, maybe fallow.
Fallow is what we've heard so far.
We've heard so far. We may get out there tomorrow or this evening. He might decide he wants something totally different. We don't know. So we're going to let him kind of pick what he wants.
Kayla and Michael didn't have to do that. Originally it was a whitetail, and then she called me one day and she was like, hey, so we've been talking and we're going to let Karson pick what he wants to shoot. I'm like, are you, what? What? Are you sure? Are you serious? She was like, yeah. Oh, wow, okay. And so put Karson on the phone. He was just speechless, and she's been sending pictures of the game cams, and I sent them to him. And there's some beautiful, beautiful animals out there.
I woke up this morning and actually at 6 o'clock, it wasn't 5:50 like I had my alarm set for. It was at 6 o'clock. I got ready for the day, brushed my teeth, had some muffins for breakfast, breakfast of champions, and came out here. And Stacy was here at 6:15, ready, make sure we were here, make sure we were ready and up and ready to go. We left here probably 6:30, 6:40. Went out to the blind. It was still pretty dark. It got light within probably 20, 30 minutes. We were seeing deer left and right before the sun even came up. And we saw axis, we saw whitetail. There's even a white fallow that we saw. But obviously I was looking for a fallow. We saw that one, but it wasn't the right one, and even the couple axes we saw, it just wasn't the right one. And I saw this one off to the right by the feeder, and I was like, you know what, that one's the one. What I'm drawn to. Which one are you talking about? Are you waiting to get your fallow? No, I want that one right in the feeder. I just couldn't find it. Here, gray goose. We call them gray goose. Okay. It's Precious deer. Don't worry about it though. It's gray goose. Okay. It's a nice deer. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait on it now. Sure. Sure. You get a fallow still. That fallow that walked out. I'm positive. I'm positive this much both of them are big.
Got him. Smoked him, yeah. He's going down. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my track and drop right there.
Good job. Karson, tell me something.
I don't know what's going through my head.
You just did it so quick.
There's football on tonight.
Now we need a Red Raider win.
Never hunting in the stand. So many people.
Great job.
Awesome job, Karson.
That one's the one. And so we just waited for it to turn broadside and smacked it.
Think about that, huh?
I don't even know what I'm thinking.
Good shot, man.
Thank you.
You ready to put your hands on him?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go get it on.
Here you go, boy.
Let's go, man. Let's walk up there.
One shot, it dropped, and we're done. Gotta find the blood first. Hold on.
We got it. It's right there.
Oh.
Gotta track it all the way.
No ground sprinkles.
Oh, wow.
Get up there and touch us.
Get up there.
Yeah.
What you...
Oh, wow. Well, I was aiming for a fallow. We saw a fallow. I didn't get a shot on him. But when you see a rack like this, I mean, it changes your mind. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, jeez.
Sit on that anymore.
That's, wow.
So who you calling right now?
My grandpa, her dad.
My dad.
I don't know.
He's still sleeping. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Papa. Hello?
Is he still asleep?
Are you still asleep?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I have something to show you.
Good to me.
Now we can watch the Tech game later.
3, 2, 1. Doing this way.
Can we get one with our thumbs up? This is like our theme.
I
don't know.
Yeah, let's do guns up. We'll do guns up.
If she answers.
Game day, so
How many points you get?
I wouldn't have. I don't walk anywhere unless
Oh, there she is.
like this.
Hey, you're on video.
Yeah, you're on video, just so you know.
Mama, I'm not ready.
Well, you don't have to show yourself. I just want to show you this.
At least 15.
That's exciting.
Yep.
What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
They call them gray goose, so because of all the white around his eyes, because it's more than all the other deers.
Okay. Cool.
So weren't even in the blind for an hour. You know, we see what I think for me was a perfect buck, and you know, I just took it. You know, I was like, there's probably not gonna be another buck that's drawing my eye like this. I just took the shot, you know, and got it. We came back, we gutted it, we cleaned it, we skinned it, you know, and now it's hanging up in the cooler.
That's right.
Just chilling out, literally. And we measured him. It was
What did he score?
unofficial score was 179 2/8. Unofficial, but it still counts.
It just seemed like God had all the right places lined up and people and I don't know. Sorry. Glad my sunglasses are on.
Man, I mean, everything was great. I mean, the people were great. I mean, Kayla and Michael, they're amazing people. It was really cool to meet Stacy and Shane. I mean, it's people like them that really set the name for the organization, and I truly felt like that's what that organization is about. For my application to this competition that we go to, I'm doing, like, the topic is past, present, future. Well, I'm doing mine over cancer, and part of my voiceover says cancer by no means is something that's overlooked, but some forms of cancer are more rare than others. People never think what it could do to your son, your daughter, yourself, your mom, your dad, you know, and it's hard because anything can happen. I mean, man, you know it's there, but it's not something you ever want to think about, because you don't want to think about the worst possible situation, but then you do.
So Karson, come on in.
And it's all you can think about.
Ring that bell loud and proud.
You're not alone, because I know it might seem like it, but you have more support than you would have ever imagined, you know. And whenever I was home alone, I thought the only people that were supporting me was my parents and my sister, because that's the only people I saw. But you have so many more supporters than you could ever imagine. You have people probably from other states that are cheering you on because they know what you're going through, and they know the different stories that they've heard. And I mean, just don't give up. Don't just quit because you think it's too hard, because that's the true testament of your strength. You just keep fighting, because you don't know how strong you are until you're in that situation. Because when you're staring death in the face, that's when you're your strongest. Because you could go at any moment, and I know you don't want to think about that, but for me, whenever I was going through it, that's all I was thinking about. Like, I could go tomorrow, I could go in 2 minutes, but just keep fighting, don't give up, and you have way more support than you would ever imagine.